What's up, guys? Welcome back to Haulin Bass TV. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we're going to be unboxing April's Tournament Series box by Lucky Tackle Box. So let's roll that sweet and succulent intro and get right into this video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Haulin Bass TV. It is a great day because we just got another subscription of Lucky Tackle Box. And before we actually get into the baits today, I'm gonna actually go over what Lucky Tackle Box is, what it does for you guys, and how it all works. So Lucky Tackle Box is actually a subscription-based box company for fishing. They mainly support bass fishermen, but they do have a multi-series box. They have 3 different boxes. They have the regular, they have the XL, and then they have the tournament series, which is what we're gonna open today. The regular has 5 baits in it, the XL has 7, and the tournament series has 13 to 16 baits in it every single month. The biggest thing that I see that Lucky Tackle Box is awesome about is it forces me to try new techniques and betters me as a fisherman every single month, because I have 13 to 16 baits. I may have tried a lot of them, but there's still going to be at least 1 or 2 of those in there that I haven't tried, even a technique or just a brand or a bait that I haven't tried yet, that I may really like a soft plastic company that they send me that I've never tried, but the fish are just eating the crap out of it. And right now they have a promo going on to where it's 20% off all subscriptions. If you go over to their website at luckytacklebox.com, I'll leave it down in the description. If you type in spring 20, it's 20% off all subscriptions right now. So let's get into this box and see what they got for us this month. By the way, did you guys notice the studio? We finally got it up. You guys will be seeing that in the next video, the building of the studio. But let's get into this box. First thing, as always, they have the what's in the box card with a message from Travis on the back. See if you can see that. There it is. It's just a monthly theme card for the post spawn. They also have the Lucky Tackle Box magazine. It's a monthly magazine that you'll get in here from, they've got the table of contents in here, the secrets of sight fishing. They have springtime top waters. It's just a magazine about the month that you're getting your subscription. First thing we got is the Clear Cut FS 960. It's a black and blue jig. It's a swim jig. See if they've got it on here, what the actual price is. It is $6 for this jig. It's got a light wire hook. Certainly something to be throwing in a little bit muddier water, especially during this post frontal when the showers are coming in and everything like that. The black and blue is really good to throw with that. Let's go on to the Mustad Ultra Point Underspin. This is a white shad color. Underspin. It's got a double keeper on there, if you can see that. One on the bottom and then one on top. I've actually been meaning to go get some underspins, so that's really good. They're throwing around weed lines and you need to get something moving, but they're not quite eating a crankbait or a rattle trap or a lipless of any sort. And that's a little bit more subtle, so you can throw that in there with a swim jig on it. You can throw that in there with a swim bait on it and pull it through there, and it's a little bit more subtle than a lot of crankbaits or lipless, so that those a little bit more finicky bass that are sitting in there, they'll hit that underspin quite a bit. All right, so let's get into this. The next thing we have here is the Gambler Go Fish. It's Flappy Daddy. I'm not sure, that's actually the craw. It looks like a crawdad, and this would actually be paired up really well with that swim jig that we found earlier. Just cut it down a little bit, like section it off right there, and use that as a trailer on that swim jig. This is a very good time to be throwing natural colors up in spawning beds. I know everyone wants to use really bright colors for flipping and pitching into beds when you're sight fishing. However, if you use a natural color when those fish are really finicky, you're gonna get bit a lot more than the next guy who's using white or bubblegum or chartreuse. I promise you that. So the next thing is the exact same lure, just in a different color. I don't think these have the colors. That was actually a blue and green pumpkin color. And this is another Flappy Daddy by Gambler. And it is an orange and green color. These things they feel pretty durable. They're really nice. And I like how they're a little bit skinnier up top, and then it gets a little bit wider. You can Texas rig this just like a normal craw because it's still got a little bit of meat up here, or you can just cut this right off, and then you got your meaty section for a trailer right there. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right. So we got the two Flappy Daddies out of there, and perfect to follow that up, the Mustad Tungsten grip weight. It's got bobber stops, a tungsten weight that is 5/8 of an ounce, and then a straight shank Texas rig hook. That I love Mustad products. They're super sharp and they're super durable. They're one of my favorite things to use. If it's not Gamakatsu or Owner, I'm gonna go with Mustad for sure. That's awesome that they put all three of those together. I don't feel like grabbing that, but you guys saw that. That's good to pair up with these when you're flipping into heavy cover. Let's move on to these, which these are by Producto. Lucky Tackle Box actually featured them as their featured company not too long ago. This is the Mullet 4-inch, I love that name, in firecracker color, which is very interesting. The bait looks to have a lot of action in that tail, but yet it's pretty, it's not hard, but it's dense. But yet it's still stretchy. I don't know how to explain that real well, but it's got a red, white, and blue flake in it, and it's a clear swim bait. And it's got a little bit of girth onto it. This would be just a tad big, I think, to be throwing on the back of that underspin. No, I think if you actually cut maybe a 1/4 of an inch off the top of that, I think that would work perfect on that underspin. That would kill right now, especially with that shad spawn coming up here real soon. They would be crushing that thing. And the next one we got in here is the Mullet 4-inch, another swim bait by Producto in chartreuse silver glitter color. It's gonna be the same thing, it's just gonna be a little bit different color. It still has a lot of action in it. And it's a chartreuse colored swim bait with some silver glitter in there. This would be really awesome to throw when you get washed out and they're pushing way up in the backs of them creeks looking for food coming down them creeks when it's just absolutely downpour the night before. This chartreuse will stand out like no other. On the back of a spinnerbait or even on that underspin. Let's go into the next thing here. This is the impact hook. So this actually looks like it could either be used on a swim bait if you are trying to get the swim bait, if the tail is a little bit heavy and you're trying to get that swim bait to nose down just a touch when you're swimming it through the water. It's got a 1/32 of an ounce weight on the front of there. It's by Mustad. It's an ultra point. It's a 2/0 hook and they've got 4 of them in there. Or you could even Texas rig those and throw it semi-weightless. You just have that 32nd ounce on there to help out with that, getting that bait down just a little bit faster if you have a really buoyant bait. The next thing we got in here is the Mustad swim bait hook. So this paired with either the Chartreuse Producto Mullet 4 inches or the Firecracker Producto Mullet 4-inch swim baits would be absolutely amazing. There's 2 of them in there. They are a 4/0 size hook, and I know that they are sharper than all get out. And they are stout, that is for sure. They have the keeper up top, just like the majority of the straight shank Mustad hooks. All right, guys, we're on to the last 5 things, and this is by far my favorite part of this box because it is topwater. All 5 of these baits are topwater. The next one we got is the Lunker Hunt Popping Frog. I have used these quite a bit. I actually really like Lunker Hunt's topwater series. A lot of their stuff is really good quality. It's a really soft frog that I really like. These hooks are really stout. The only thing that I really do to these is I will go ahead and, if you look, these hooks are pointed in just a touch, and I'm gonna bend those outwards. And then I'm also gonna take this and bend these. These are actually bent up pretty well. I'm gonna bend them up just a touch more away from the body of the frog. And the only other thing that I am going to do before I throw this is I'm gonna trim just a touch off these legs. So maybe an inch and a quarter. So that there's only about that much left with these. But it's a popping frog. They spit a lot of water when you pop them in. They do walk if you want them to. It's a little bit harder to walk than just a normal walking frog, but you can get it to walk. I really like these, and I'm glad that Lucky Tackle Box put these in there. This is the 2-inch, 3/8 ounce weighted frog. And it does have a little bit of weight in the back of that frog right there. Let's see if, there we go. So that is awesome. Super excited to fish that one this year when we get out there hunting them big old fish. The next one we have in here is another Lunker Hunt Popping Frog. It's another 2-inch, 3/8 of an ounce frog. These frogs, you're certainly gonna wanna fish around a little bit heavier cover and really early morning, like right as the sun's coming up. You can fish them hour and a half maybe, until that sun's really out and active, because them fish are pushed up real close to bank looking for food. Sometimes you can fish them all day when it's really overcast, but I very rarely find those times. However, also at dusk, about more of a 45 to 30 minutes before the sun goes down, you can really start getting into the topwater bite again. That's when I have experienced that it is the most effective when you are fishing a topwater. This is another Lunker Hunt Poppin frog. It is let's see what color this one is. This is woody, actually. And this is a white belly with a little bit of chartreuse on the bottom. It's also the Poppin style frog. It's got the long legs that I would trim just a bit. And this one, actually, I would pull these hooks up quite a bit on this one and out also. If you look, they point inwards, and I would pull those back out. All right, so that's the Lunker Hunt Poppin frog number 2 in the woody color. And the color of the first one was Undercover, actually. Those are actually really awesome names. Way to go, Lunker Hunt. So, oh, that's cool. So, Lucky Tackle Box actually gave me a bonus gift. Lucky me, right? It's a special gift to say thank you from the Lucky Tackle Box team. It's another Lunker Hunt, but this is the walking frog. It doesn't have the popper on the front. It's a 2-inch, 3/8 of an ounce frog also. Let's see if we can't get in here. Let's see if there's really not a whole lot different. The color on this one is Nightshade. This box is giving me problems. All right. A little bit thinner legs. They're the flat plastic type instead of a round, almost elastic. They are rubber and they're very stretchy. But this one does have a weight in the back also. Doesn't have the popper on the front, but this has a black bottom. And the 3 colors that I really fish while fishing topwaters is black, white, and chartreuse. And I got all 3 of them in this month's box. So that's really awesome to find out that I got those. I would readjust these hooks, and that's about all I would do, and get this actually out there and fishing. Well, thank you, Lucky, for that special gift for us. And the last thing, we actually got 2 of them. I believe they're in the same color. Looks like the same color to me. And it is this, the Senshi prop bait. I'm gonna get this thing out of here so we can feel the hooks. Some call them spy baits, some people call them prop baits. It's purple, and it's got a clear bottom, and it's got a little bit of sparkle or flake on the top. That color's horrible. That's actually not a brown. I saw that on the camera. That is it's a purple. It's a translucent purple. And it's got a touch of orange on the bottom. These blades are really nice. They have, are those EWG? They do have the EWG hooks on them to hold them just a little bit better when fish come up and eat them. And it does have a little bit of blue spot right behind the gills. Y'all can see that. It does have really realistic eyes. It seems like a very quality bait. It is a silent spy bait. Does not make any noise, but still looks like a very high quality. I have not personally heard of Senshi, but I will be throwing that along with these frogs in the morning and at dusk to see if we can't get something worked up. And I hope that you guys watch that video when we go out topwater. All right, so that's all we have for the Lucky Tackle Box today. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys like the content, be sure to hit the like button down below. And if you haven't already, please, 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 it helps out so very much. When you hit that subscribe button down below, it means the world to me. And every little thing that you guys think means a ton to me. I promise. Once again, thank you guys. If you guys want a sneak peek into everything that's going on, because Instagram already knows about this video, head on over there at Haulin Bass TV. It'll be linked in the description below. Give us a follow and make sure you pay attention, because I actually do a lot of giveaways over there, and there will be one coming up very, very soon. So you might want to head over there and give us a follow on Instagram so you guys don't miss that giveaway. Thank you guys once again. Have a good one.
Spartans! What is your profession?